What is up, Tauruses? How's everyone planning on spending their 4th of July? I hope it's better than mine because I can't find any fireworks in my neighborhood, which I'm totally bummed about because that is my favorite part about the 4th of July. I'm sorry I'm a few days late. Um, I do have a job, so push that subscribe button and the like button because it's late right now and I'm still getting this in for my beautiful Tauruses because I love you guys. You guys are kind of amazing. That needs to be on the way. I don't use it. It's just there. Somebody visited today and used a nicotine vapor. I never touch this stuff. Okay. Anyways, so this is going to be a little different than what I've done in my previous readings, if you guys have seen my previous readings, because this is going to be a monthly. So it's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to try to smush it under 20 minutes because I know you guys don't have all day because you're going to have an awesome 4th of July with your family and your friends. So I just laid out your cards. So we have three for your recent past, three for the present, three for what's just going to happen for the rest of July. Then I'll go through and I'll clarify with my Robert and Hanson stack, which I love because they're like tiny and for some reason this deck just like resonates with me. I just like love it. Like when I pick it up, I get like these like little chilies all over my body. And it makes me happy. Okay. So during my pre-shuffle and my meditation, what I saw with you guys is a very actually confusing reading for me. So I actually don't like going through and clarifying so much like I would with clients. But I see like happiness and then a little bit of problem. So I don't feel like you guys are here because of a complete breakup. I feel like you guys are here because you're unsure about the person you want to be with. And the person this is going to resonate with is going to be someone that is somewhat like unsure if this is the right person for you. Like you're just really unsure. And remember, this is for, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and everyone has masculine and feminine energy. If I feel the need to like say he or she because like spirit tells me, I will. But right now, I feel like I don't need to do that. So your overall energy is the Two of Wands is upside down. So I don't feel like either of you have like there's not like options, but there's decisions to be made. I feel like the only reason it's upside down is because I feel like you guys are faithful to each other. I feel like you are faithful to this person, and this person is faithful to you. I don't feel like faithfulness is a problem, but I feel like decisions and how fast or slow this relationship is going to go is where you guys are having an issue. Like you're unsure, like if they're either serious about you or you're serious about them, or if they're the right person for you. Like the people that this is going to resonate with, like that's what you're feeling or that's what your partner's feeling. And I really hope that I can help you out. So in your recent past, your very recent past, and remember this is July and we're only a few days in, we have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Wands is kind of like my twin card, where I feel like if you guys worked on things and nobody pressures anyone too much, and you guys can really figure out how to figure out each other. I don't know why, but that's what Spirit has told me to say. Like, figure out how to figure out each other and how to understand each other and be close to each other. You guys could be a really amazing couple. So, just let me clarify it a little bit. So, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is upside down, which means you're in communication. The Fool, which means you will take a blind leap of faith. I always have a problem saying that. I don't know why. And the Queen of Pentacles, which means financially you're both fine. It doesn't mean you're rich. It just means you're okay. So I feel like that's okay. So when we're looking at the Eight of Cups, like it's somebody's thinking about walking away. I don't feel like someone has walked away at this point. And if they have, it's because you guys are not like communicating correctly. Like you really need to learn to communicate with a person honestly and openly without being abrasive. And as Tauruses, sometimes you guys can have like this my way or the highway mentality. Because I know you're very successful people. You have a lot of ambition, but you just sometimes need to soften up. And maybe the person you're with needs to soften up. What I'm seeing here is a ton of pentacles. I'm not seeing any major arcana except for the Hermit. So I'm going to say it's like probably like Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo that you're dating. But signs don't matter. It doesn't necessarily mean that's a sign of the person that you're, having an interest in. But I do feel like the communication needs to be more open and honest, and you need to feel each other more, and not just in a sexual way, like in an emotional way. So the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have the Devil reversed, which is good because that means, not a ton of addictions or codependence is in your way. That can also mean you're just dating a Capricorn. We have the Two of Swords, which means, I said decisions, but I still feel like you guys got to make decisions. I just still feel like that's what's going on. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Rods. Now, the Nine of Rods is the same as the Nine of Wands, which means you need to be, like, you were persistent or they were persistent. And maybe someone was a little bit too persistent. I mean, you never know. I'm sorry, my halo light is, like, right in my face right now. And I'm just going to move it just for a second, because it's blinding me a little bit. And you just need to be prepared, like, for anything that's coming your way. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is your last card of your recent past. And you need to just put more effort into your communication. So let's clarify this. We have the Knight of Rods upside down, which means nobody's rushing in, which is exactly what I said. Like, you're not having that right communication. Then you have the Eight of Rods, which is like fast moving messages. So maybe you guys had a little bit of, like, you weren't communicating, and then all of a sudden this Knight of Rods came in and you had like this moment where you were going back and forth way too much, and maybe it became an argument, and then the Seven of Rods. And when I see the Seven of Rods, it means the Seven of Rods is wands in this deck. But I feel like you guys maybe, like, you're fighting over nothing. You guys could be together and you could love each other, but you have to understand each other first. This may be somewhat of an immature relationship. And I don't mean immature by like you guys being immature. I mean like early in the relationship. Like, you always have to remember that, love and understanding another person takes so much time. They say the first 5 years is the hardest. So just kind of try to take that time. All right, in your recent or in your present, we have, I'm going to mess my words up a little bit. I'm still a little bit nervous on camera, but I'm doing the best I can. And it's also late at night because I flip houses during the day and I work on houses, so I can be a little tired this late. But my energy is here, I promise you. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Fastest moving knight in the deck. So somebody is like rushing in right now, like, and trying to fix a situation. It may be you, it may be them. I don't feel a need to clarify that. In the middle of your spread, though, is a Ten of Swords upside down. It's in reverse, which means you guys might not be acknowledging that you have a problem. Like, you have these problems, But maybe because you wanted to be together so much, you're not really acknowledging what's going on. Like, you're not acknowledging that there are problems in communication that need to be solved. And then we have the Six of Pentacles right here, which means, you guys are being generous to each other and you're being nice to each other and you want to have a great holiday together and you want to have a great July. But there is something off in the communication. And that's where we come to the Page of Pentacles. And when I think of the Page of Pentacles, I think of like these small text messages that are a little bit meaningless. Like, good morning, good night, how are you doing today? How was your day? What's up? Like, I feel like you guys just need to be like so much deeper with each other. And whether it's you or them that has a little bit of fear about that, like, you can overcome it. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone that's like very abundant and she can manifest abundance. And she's very stable and even-minded. And what I mean by even-minded is she doesn't lose her temper. And I think both of you, especially you being a Taurus, it's, you're being a little bit too stable and a little not emotional enough with your partner. Or they're not doing that with you. That's what I'm feeling. And at the end of the day, you guys are going, one of you is becoming the hermit. Or both of you. You're going to spend a couple days apart. And you're just going to kind of, need to really think on this. So let's see why you guys need to go internal. So we have the Ace of Rods, which means sex isn't a problem. It's upright. You're not having a problem with sex. The Two of Pentacles is juggling. But because your overall energy is the Two of Wands upside down, I don't feel like it's options. Not to the people that this is going to resonate with. I feel like what you're juggling is between your time, your career, and your emotions. Because that's what's most important to Tauruses. And sometimes you just have to open up. And you just have to be yourself. Let's pull one more. And then we have the Page of Swords. Which the Page of Swords is like, you guys are like looking on each other's social media to figure out what's going on with each other because you're not communicating enough. This is a communication problem in this relationship. I do love readings, and I really feel like this is just a communication problem. You guys have to open up to each other and to this person that you love. Like, even though you may feel embarrassed or it's uncomfortable for you, like, if you really want to be with this person, you have to tell them how that you feel. And I feel like they are exactly like you. I feel like they are not feeling comfortable opening up yet. Maybe this is such an immature relationship that you guys aren't to that point yet. But keep it together. Don't wait 2 hours to message someone back like you have something more important to do. Don't play any games. That's what I'm feeling. Like, there's a little bit of that going back and forth. Like, the people that this is going to resonate with, you guys really need to feel each other and feel your own emotions and then communicate it to the other person, but not in an aggressive way. Like, give them little pieces at a time, because I'm feeling like this is an early relationship. Let's pull an oracle card from my secrets, or my, Journey of the Soul deck. And I usually don't do this very often, but I might even pull a chakra card because I do Reiki work and I also do energy work. And I feel like you guys may be having a little bit of a problem with some of your chakras. Like, you're out of alignment. And this relationship is putting you out of alignment because you feel so much for this person and you don't want to be too much and you don't want to be too little. And I really feel like they feel the exact same way. I don't want to just talk about you because I feel like I'm connecting and resonating with them too right now. I feel like they are feeling exactly how you feel. But you don't want to like rush in and say, oh, I know exactly how you feel because I'm saying the same way and I saw a tarot reader that said that. Like, what I want you to do is just take it slowly and give them a little bit at a time. You know, don't play the games. That's what Spirit's telling me, is do not play the games. Like, you guys are both playing that, like, wait a while to text back, or we can only see each other so many days. Like, you're both playing games. But just remember, you can't stop that in a day. I feel like it's going to take until like mid-August for you guys to be completely honest with each other. And there's nothing wrong with that, because taking that many weeks to get to know a person really well is what you need. You don't just all of a sudden get to know the inside of a person and the depths of their personality. Like, it takes time. So give it that time that it needs. And don't pressure anyone, and don't let anyone pressure you into giving what you're not willing to give. And don't give what you're not ready to give. If you're nervous about it, you're not ready to give it. Even if it's a feeling. Okay. Indecisive. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. How perfectly does that go with this reading? Like, we're all indecisive in relationships. So if you're indecisive about something, it's not the time to do it. You do it when you know it's right. You do it when your heart and your gut, you put those together, and then you put it in your brain and in your conscious, and you go cerebral on it, and then that's when you know that it's the right decision and the right timing. And divine timing is such a huge issue with so many people nowadays. Don't rush into anything. This relationship will evolve, but it will take time. So just give it that time. I promise you. And I don't think we need a chakra card, because this just said it all. You're indecisive. Just don't do anything until the decision is 100% heart, gut, cerebral, brain, and they all match. And then you will know it's the right time to tell someone something and to take another step forward. That's what I'm feeling. My name's Stella K, and you can go to stellaktarot.com, or you can go to stellaktarot@yahoo.com if you want to email me and just like ask me a little bit more about myself. I'm going to update the website because I know there's not a ton on there, but I've only been doing this for 2 weeks online. But I have more than 20 years of experience, and I'm an empath intuitive. And I just hope you guys have a really great 4th of July. And just trust me, this is going to work, but be slow. You know, don't go too fast, especially sexually and emotionally. Have fun with this person. Enjoy their company. They're going to show you a good time. Okay? I love you all. Please subscribe. I'm new here on YouTube. I'm trying to make my way. And I hope you liked this reading, and I hope it resonated and helped some of you. All right. I love you all. Have a great 4th of July and a great July.